Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So I actually found my oldest sketchbook. So the other ones, those were, I guess, newer than this one. This one I've had since I was 16, I believe. Yeah, I didn't even finish this one. There's so many pages unfilled, but I haven't looked at everything that I've drawn in here since then. I only took a quick peek and I was like, oh, I never finished this, so yeah, let's get to it. We got the first page. Back then, I used a lot of colors. Here, I'll get my fat head out of the way. I'm sorry, it's casting over a shadow. But yeah, I drew a self-portrait, and there was an anime book I got for my birthday. I wouldn't say it was, well, yeah, it was anime. And I was trying to draw chibi, and there's like some characters with some hats and stuffed animal hats, and I think you know who I'm talking about. It's Mark Crilly, I believe. So yeah, I was inspired and I drew a little Indian girl with a deer cat, and it looks like to be a hummingbird. Oh, I guess I was inspired by Pocahontas. And this was also drawn from one of my how to draw books that I got for my birthday, I think when I was 12. So these are not mine ideas. These are from that book. And it did help me learn a lot about texture and what is it called? Hatching. And back then I put my dates. Oh, I was 15. Okay, I wasn't 16 yet. More from the books. It was teaching me how to draw baby animals. These were pretty cute, but I think the ones in the book were a lot cuter. And there's one of them that I drew for my anime book. I was into wolves. I started getting into wolves at that age. And more anime girls. I think I drew that from a Pokemon card. And I couldn't remember what it looked like. I did not use... You could tell I used a reference for this one, and this one I did not, because you can see that's not how Flareon looks. And I think I spelled it wrong. I don't remember. I think this one was from someone else, some other artist. I don't know who. It was off of Google, and a lot of stuff gets stolen, unfortunately, and then there's no way to credit the artist if it's stolen. More art. I was really into pink-haired girls at this age. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this. I think I used a lot of crayons. It looks like pencils, colored pencils. Probably Crayola pencils. I drew a flower. This was from an anime I got into. My brother got me into. You can tell, I think you guys know what that is. It's Fairy Tale. But also, I was watching Sword Art Online at the time as well. I did like that. I never finished Fairy Tale. That was from another anime. And unfortunately, I'm going to be honest about this. The first animes I watched were not for kids. I mean, Pokemon was. However, when I was either in middle school or about to be in middle school, my brother stumbled upon some not so kid-friendly anime. And this one was definitely one of them, unfortunately. But here's a happy seal. Let's ignore this. Sorry, that was a bit dark. But yeah, and then I drew a guy I had a crush on at the time. He was on my soccer team. And then I drew another cat girl. More wolf stuff from my brain and from what I remember, because none of these had references. Another cat girl. It looks like Kawaii-chan, which I think it is Kawaii-chan. I can't, oh, it says Fox Girl, my bad. I think I was really inspired by by Minecraft role plays. This is something I had a reference from because this is really good. And as you can see, I did not draw wolves very well. So yeah, I had a reference and I drew it. Another reference from the movie Wolf Children. Definitely watch it. It's a really good one. This one came out alright. I remember I struggled drawing the eyes a little bit. This was from a reference. I don't know these animes. I think this was some other girl's art, which I don't know. Again, a lot of this stuff was just posted, and there's no credit to the original artist. This was also reference. I think this was reference. This was from my mind. This one was reference. So I wanted to get better at drawing things, so you have to look at references. I know it's... Some people think it's not okay to look at references, but I disagree. How are you gonna know how to draw something if you don't look at it? Like, you need to look at, like, this water bottle per se. Oh, crud. You need to look at this water bottle to know what a water bottle looks like, especially if you're a 2-year-old. Like, us as human beings, we're constantly observing things, and yeah, it's going to be built into our, you know, our library and our brain, and so we're going to draw it, regardless of what other people may think. It is okay to use references. It is not okay to take credit for the references, though. So that's what I'm clearing up. Like, I drew an image that I saw on the internet as well. I'm not taking credit for this. I drew it, and obviously it looks weird. It's not as good as the original. This was... I definitely drew her in my own colors and added an ear, but she was definitely from one of my anime books. So yeah. Their books out there are for teaching you and using those references so you can learn. This was another reference. Yeah, my friend Mimi drew that a long time ago. I drew, I forgot his name. Ursa? I think Ursa from Fairy Tail. I drew my character I wanted to make a comic out of, which I never finished. But she was my character, and I was really proud of her. And I had an anime game. It was like a maid cafe game. And so I was drawing the characters that were on the game. And they were really cute, and so I started getting into chibi more, as you can see. I think that's where it started. I drew my cousin. She was pregnant at the time. Oh my goodness. More stuff from my mind. I drew me and the guy I had a crush on. And this was a reference. I drew from a reference. Let's see. I was inspired by, I think, Ruby, the anime series. I think so. And that's another one from my mind. Another reference. Sword Art Online reference. I drew that. Oh, I started giving myself critique because I saw someone else would take notes of critique and stuff. I drew... Oh my goodness, I forgot this Pokemon's name. But you guys know it. I started developing my animal style, I guess, at the time. This was a reference, but then I, like, gave her ears and a tail, and him ears and a tail. reference, but I made it my own and drew her how I wanted to, with ears and a tail. Oh yeah, I was watching Funny and Gold, the crew, you know, they do Minecraft videos and all sorts of gaming videos. If you know, you know. They got me into Yandere High School. I watched the roleplay on their Minecraft series. I drew this from my brain, but I definitely had like inspiration from characters who have like long hair and scarf and stuff like that. And I drew this dude for my reference. I didn't like how that guy looked. I remember I changed his face to look nicer. And the car was a sports car, and it turned out looking like in the shape of a buggy. More stuff that I drew from my own imagination, but definitely inspiration from other things. That was from my brain. That was from my brain. But definitely don't take all the credit because we're always inspired by something. This was a tutorial I did a while back with my friend Mimi, and it was her birthday actually this day. That's pretty cool. There's YouTube tutorials. I don't remember her name, but she did these types of animals. This was her style, and I was inspired to do my own style. And this was my own, but I was definitely inspired by previous wolf drawings that I've done in the past. This was my own, but definitely inspired. I drew my toy Clydesdale horse that you can get from like pretty much anywhere. Here, I'll flip it over so you can look at it better. I loved drawing horses back then. I should probably do them more. But yeah, this was reference. This was not mine. I was watching a tutorial. I don't know if it's Mark Curly or someone else, but they had a girl in a scarf. And also, I think this was inspired by the movie, or not the movie, the anime series Canon. Watch it. It's really good. That was one of my favorite animes that I watched. This girl I drew inspired by the school uniform outfit Canon. I drew Happy from Fairy Tale, and then I drew me and my online boyfriend. I guess that's when we started. Okay, we didn't start. This was way later on after we started dating and stuff. But never met him either. This was reference for sure. I can tell. This was from another anime. Not anime, I'm sorry, Minecraft roleplay series. I don't remember what it was called. Someone's OC or Persona. On an app they wanted me to draw. This was my own idea. I was drawing this character with a pork bun. More that are not mine. I think I drew the pants and clothing like freehand, but the rest, like the boy and the girl, the body, the animals themselves, the anatomy were used from reference. My dog died this day. Very sad. This is my own character as well. Just learning how to use markers. Wow, these markers didn't bleed through? I need to find those markers. Yeah, he was a Dotson. I loved him. I made his head a little too big. This was another reference. Another little tribute to my dog Buddy. I didn't know how to draw wiener dogs. This was Aphma when she got her corgi. hope he's still doing well. This was a while ago. Another reference from an actual real-life photo of wolf cubs sleeping. Freehand reference. That was a portrait of me. This was a reference from, I think, one of Mark Curley's books. My own freehand. I was trying to draw Zane from Aphmau. My own freehand. I started getting into expressions. Freehand, freehand, freehand. Another one. And that was from a YouTube tutorial on how to draw a wolf. My other one looks better that I have. I'm gonna have to find them. I have a lot of good art that I have, but it was like before I started using sketchbooks. I was just using flat out copy paper, like I think a lot of us used. Freehand stuff. And that was freehand, I believe, too. I remember I was doing these for a competition. I did a drawing of, Absol, but a girl. And then I did Umbreon and Sylveon. And someone was being a little salty in the comments, saying, oh, technically Umbreon should be afraid of Sylveon because blah blah blah. And I'm like, who cares? You can ship whoever you want to ship together, okay? This is a free country. You can do whatever you want. You can draw whatever you want. And I was just a kid, okay? I didn't know that. I didn't know much about Pokemon. I appreciated the art, so I'm sure we all can understand. Reference. I drew my own thing. Definitely love her though. She's cute, but not my character. But I love how the hands, I drew the hands from reference. See, that's why you need reference. You can draw hands better if you have a reference of a hand. And the body proportions. Let's see, this was my own drawing. Let you look at that for a second. Oh yeah, I was in my wolf era and I love drawing wolves. Oh, this was from, we had a little create your anime character app. And so yeah, I drew the character that I made on the app. And this definitely helped with my art because I had different hairstyles, different facial expressions, different clothes. And then my own type of thing here that I did without a reference. Aphmau and Erin from her Minecraft's My Street roleplay series. Kawaii-chan. These are not my characters. Ah, yes. And I drew a cheetah furry. And I drew my... Oh my word, my wedding ring now almost says these exact words right here. They almost say that. That's crazy. And I didn't choose my wedding ring, what it said on the wedding ring. I mean, I didn't choose the word specifically. It was just an example, and I like the example, so that's crazy. But anyways, this was my online boyfriend's character, and I drew him from reference from what it had on there. Another reference, and I drew that one on my own. Let's see. I think I had a reference for this, and then I added a hoodie and stuff, and ears and tail. And that was a reference. I made my boyfriend's character into a chibi. And I drew a wolf from memory, or like my own character. Reference, which, thank God, I added my own bracelet, and I liked it. Because I wanted to show the difference between the girl's hand and the male's hand. Another thing I drew on my own. Let's see. Yeah, this one, I remember this was a reference. And I drew this freehand. And I think I had a reference for like the pose, and then I did my own thing. I drew it how I wanted it. And this is another character. I started drawing more chibis. Oh, here's where I started getting better at poses. This was not mine. This was from a Mark Curley book, I think. And this pose, I think, was from Mark Curley. But the girl's outfit and stuff is like my own idea. Oh, where did I think this was a YouTube tutorial. Yeah. And then I drew my own thing here. Man, that is cute. Yeah, I think someone online was showing how to draw a fox or a wolf. And then I drew my online boyfriend. And him here again. And more of my own characters here. Something I didn't finish. I think that was the last thing I worked on, and I just didn't finish it, and that was it. Oh, wait, we have a few more. My boyfriend's chibi character style. I tried to draw Sylveon again. And that was it. And the rest here, I did not finish. I'm going to leave it like that. Give it some personality. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my other videos if you're interested in seeing my other sketchbooks from high school. I believe I have 2 more sketchbook tours that are from college. So yeah, if you're interested, maybe subscribe, maybe not, that's okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your weekend. Bye!